Hi, everybody. Today we are talking about the good, the bad, and the different about caregiving and being a caregiver. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. On there, helpful information for caregivers and aging adults. Our perspective of caregiving and being a caregiver greatly depends on a number of things. Our life experiences, the culture, the country where we were born, our relationships with our parents, and a lot of other little things. So let's kind of talk about the differences in caregiving relationships. You could be a son or a daughter. Maybe you're a husband or a wife caring for your spouse. You could be a grandchild, a grandson or a granddaughter. So that is the first difference in caregiving relationships, is who our relationship is with. Research actually confirms that the quality of our relationship, how good that relationship is, can result in how we feel about caring for that person. Let's say that we have a grandmother and we love our grandmother. Oh my gosh, she was so nice. She may have raised us, been very kind to us when we were young. And so we have a great duty and a great responsibility and a great love for our grandmother. So we want to do everything we can to care for grandma. Let's say that you're caring for an aging parent. And when you were a child, there were a lot of difficulties. Maybe your parents had substance abuse issues. Maybe they were alcoholics. Maybe they were not really the best parents for a number of reasons that we won't talk about here. When you're older, your relationship with that parent could be very conflicted. You could recognize that, yes, this is my mom or my dad, and I do realize that I have a responsibility and a duty, but I may not really like my parent as much as I could because of all these things that happened earlier in life that we never really worked out. We never really resolved. Similar situations go for spousal caregiving relationships. If you have a good marriage, your caregiving relationship could be wonderful. If your marriage wasn't great all those years, you may not have a great sense of satisfaction from caring for a husband or a wife. Or if you are different ages, maybe 10 or 15 years apart, you could have a very different life experience. Or even, let's say you were looking for this wonderful retirement and now you're a caregiver and you can't travel and you can't do all of the things that you wanted to do. So caregiving has really changed your relationship. And if you're caring for a spouse with Alzheimer's or dementia, you might even feel like you don't have a relationship anymore. And you may decide to look elsewhere for comfort or friendship. Now let's talk a little bit about our upbringing and our culture. Depending on where we were born, and I want to extend this worldwide, the United States, Australia, Canada, England, Europe, anywhere, Africa, India, Asia, wherever you were born, our families and our cultures are different. Cultural beliefs about caregiving can be very different. They can be very open, like some cultures here in the United States who talk about caregiving and talk about love, and parents and children have a wonderful relationship, versus other cultural situations that are very autocratic, where the parents are the parents and they're put on a pedestal, and one would never think of speaking to a parent or questioning a parent or even debating information with a parent. It's whatever that parent says is absolute and you just do it. And if you're in a caregiving relationship, it might always be the youngest daughter or the oldest daughter or a person in the family who is expected to do all of that work while everybody else goes on with their lives. If you're in that kind of situation, and you can even be in that kind of situation not due to cultural, but just because your brothers and sisters or other family members are busy with their lives and they don't want to help. But what does that all go back down to? Does that go back to cultural beliefs, or does it go back to our relationship with our parent and our sense of duty and our sense of responsibility? That's a bigger subject for many other conversations. But the idea in caregiving, if at all possible, is to have a good relationship with the person that you care for and to make it a give and take relationship so that the caregiver doesn't feel like they're giving up everything or losing and the parent is winning, or vice versa. The more equal we can make a relationship to the point that we feel like we can talk to our parent about anything, they feel like they can talk to us about anything, there won't be hurt feelings. If we do get upset, we can fix those little ruffles and work them out so that we're on good footing in a caregiving relationship. A lot of caregivers ask me, where do they find help? Help is on my website at PamelaDWilson.com. It is in my caregiving library. There are free articles. I do a weekly podcast. I have online courses, and caregivers say, well, Pamela, can we ever talk to you individually? The answer is yes. I have a contact me page on my website where you can check, I want to talk to you, I want a consultation, and fill out information, and then we schedule time to do that. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Thank you for watching this video. Please share it with other people you know who might be experiencing challenges in caregiving and not really sure how to work all of this out. It is possible to have a positive caregiving relationship, or at least if you're struggling, to find peace with yourself, peace within yourself about the responsibility and duties that you believe that caregiving presents. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you again soon in another video. And do press the share button, tell other people about this, have other people follow my channel.